Hey up everyone, Magpie Gaming here. I hope you're all doing well. This video we're going to talk about whether or not you have fatigue within Escape from Tarkov. It's an interesting subject. A lot of streamers and a lot of hardcore players are saying that they're getting a little bit tired with the game. Some streamers have quit it altogether to go play other things, etc. So I'm just wanting to know what your guys' opinions is on this, and whether or not you're having sort of mid-wipe fatigue. Now, we can argue all day long over whether this is mid-wipe. I really don't know if it is. I'm going to say it's mid-wipe. The game wiped 88 days ago. It's 89 or 88 days to Christmas by the time I get this video out. So that means we're halfway if they do wipe on Christmas Eve like they did last year. So I'm going to say we're mid-wipe. We're exactly sort of mid-wipe right now. But, you know, it's open to suggestion. It could change. Take everything I say with a pinch of salt, because we never really know when Battle State games are going to wipe the game. But I'm going to say we are sort of mid-wipe at the moment. But it seems to have got stale very fast for some people out there. We recently had Pestilli say that he had not quit the game but had given up for a bit. It got stale. He'd done everything that he wanted to do with the game, and I can completely understand that, especially when you're pumping the content out, you've got an audience to keep happy. You kind of, I don't know, I think it's probably at that point where becoming, playing a game for a living stops being fun and it actually becomes a living. It becomes a job. You've got to please people. You've got to keep people happy. And I think you get to the point with Escape from Tarkov where there's just nothing new to do. He's done all the quests that he wanted to do. He's done all the little side games that he makes up and does. And along with other streamers, he's started to branch out into other games at the moment. And that's nothing new with Escape from Tarkov. Every wipe cycle is the same. Everybody gets to a certain level and it just becomes a little bit stale, a little bit monotonous. I haven't reached that stage yet, but I am sort of plugging away to hit level 40. I'm level 36 at the moment. Once I get to level 40, I'll probably take my foot off the gas, and I reckon at about that time we'll have some new games out. We've got Far Cry 6 on the way, Forza, the new Forza Horizon, we've got the new Battlefield. I'll probably branch out and play a couple of those, but I'll still keep, my fingers in Escape from Tarkov and keep watching the news and things like that. I won't abandon it, I won't stop playing, but you get to a point where you get a little bit tired and you think, I'd like to play something else. But there's been a lot of talk about the viewership on Twitch with Escape from Tarkov, and if you look on the screen right now, this is a screen capture of the Twitch sort of viewing figures. This was done at around 10:45 on a Sunday night, probably just past peak time for viewing figures here in the UK, but it's probably building up to the peak time over in the US. But the game is way down on what its viewership was a couple of months ago. Obviously its viewership jumps up when we have a wipe because everybody's jumping in, everybody's playing it, but it is getting outdone by a lot of other games at the moment, and people have surmised that this means that the game's dying, the game's dead, it's done with, blah blah blah. It's nowhere near done with. We're just got to that point where the average, and I do mean, the average player has done everything that they wanted to do. They've sort of unlocked everything they wanted to unlock with traders. They've done all the quests that they wanted to do, and yeah, it's just got a bit stale. That's all it is. And like Pestilli and some others have pointed out, there's no new content. And I think the new content that a lot of people are looking for is a new map. Now, it's almost 2 years since we had, is it a year? I can't remember. It's either 2 years or a year since we had a new map in Escape from Tarkov. It's been a while now. We've been waiting quite a long time. We've had a couple of expansions, but they only add a little bit to certain maps. The customs expansion was okay. The underground expansion to reserve was okay. But obviously, Battle State, it takes time for them to develop things, and they've been moving over to Unity 2019, which I don't think has been, no easy feat for them. That has taken up a lot of sort of development time. Fighting the cheaters and the hackers in the game has been another one that's taken up a lot of their time, and they've had to devote, resources that are better used elsewhere into combating cheats and things like that. So you could argue that side of things has slowed down the development, but there is a 4-month roadmap out, and we do have a new map coming. We've got new weapons, new gear coming. That's going to be with update 12.12. Now, a new map, new bosses, new weapons, new gear, especially with it being a new map, I can't see that coming out before the next wipe. I think that will come out with the next wipe, and like I say, I think the wipe will be at Christmas. So we've got a little while to go yet. We've got basically 3 months to go yet before there is a wipe. It's a long time to go. I think the game will survive it though. I think the hardcore players will still play, but it would be nice to have a little bit of content in between now and Christmas just to keep us going. But it's not going to be a map, I don't think. It's just going to be maybe a weapon weapon or two, maybe some in-game items. But Battlestate Games are looking to do sort of daily, weekly, monthly quests. They've been asking for ideas. In fact, I think there's a section on their Discord where you can go and sort of send them a message and say, this is my idea for a quest, etc, etc. There needs to be something more put in the game to keep the players interested, definitely. But I think it's a perfect storm of things when it comes to viewership. You've had a lot of streamers just get bored of the game and decide to go elsewhere. You've had the dynamic loot which has been brought in, which a lot of people aren't happy with, but it's a sort of a yin and yang thing. Some people really like it, some people really don't. It's sort of destroyed a lot of those farming routes that a lot of people had, where they would go to the same place over and over again and farm it. You now can't do that as much. The high value loot places still do sometimes have high value looting, but it's less often than it is more often. So it's, you know, people argued for a long time, oh, spread the loot out, make it more dynamic, and then they make it more dynamic and everybody complains about it. So it must be hard to be Battlestate Games. It must be hard to be Nikita. It's, you know, he's playing sort of he's trying to juggle everybody's expectations of this game as well as sort of build it in the idea that he has in his head. But he's trying to keep everybody happy, and it's just impossible. But there's a lot of people tweeting out about it at the moment that, you know, some people are defending it, some people are having a go at them. I just think it's one of those things. The development of Escape from Tarkov is a long drawn out process. I don't think it's going to end anytime soon. You know, there's all these people that are calling for the game to be released. Get it released, get it to full release. It's nowhere near full release yet, but it is, for all intents and purposes, a highly playable game. You can go and buy it right now on the website. You can download it and play it, and I've sunk thousands of hours into this game now, and I absolutely love it. So I think it's just one of those things where you get to this point in a wipe and people start to sort of just get a bit bored and think, you know what, I'm going to go check out this other game that I've been putting off for a while. I'm going to go play that. And we are getting to a season where we start to see all the new releases come out. That's not going to do Escape from Tarkov any favours. That's probably going to crush sort of viewing figures even more. A lot of people are going to go to these new games, especially the new Call of Duty and the new Battlefield. Probably the new Battlefield more than Call of Duty, but we'll see. So there's a lot of competition out there right now for Escape from Tarkov, but the game isn't dead. It isn't going to die. It isn't going to go away. It's very much alive and kicking. It's just, you know, these high profile people aren't playing it as much. But I want to know in the comment section down below what you guys think. Are you a bit bored with the game? Are you a bit tired? Or are you really enjoying it? You know, are you enjoying the events that they've been doing recently? Do you like the dynamic loot? Do you not like it? Let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, that's pretty much my ramble done for this. I just think, you know, mid-wipe, it's one of those things. You've either done everything you wanted to do in Escape from Tarkov, or you're just enjoying it and playing it casually, or you're still going at it hardcore. Who knows? You might still be going for Kappa. It's level 71. It's really high. I think there's only 14 or 15 people being confirmed at getting Kappa so far. So, well, yeah, we'll see what happens. But let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about what I've been talking about. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching and listening. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Stay safe, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.